Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore Live Show number 300. And it is a weird Monday night again, but we are here to discuss The Idol episode 4. As always, is the nerdy Chicano here to host the show alongside my wonderful co host, Brad Young Yoda.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to another live show on
Yup,
Monday.
on a Monday, right, Brad?
On Monday.
Yeah, we did this because we did Forbidden Door yesterday on Sunday, so we weren't able to do our idol review. So we're doing it today for y'all, and then we'll go ahead and just get back to normal next week, hopefully. But yeah. According to the episode today, this is actually the penultimate episode because next week, this week's episode is the season finale.
Mm-hmm.
So or it might be series finale. I don't know, but
That's a good question.
I don't know. But yeah, odd ground there. But Brad, we just did our review for the Royal Tenenbaums. So I don't I hate to ask you again, but because this is public, how are you doing today?
Doing well. So, gave a 9 out of 10. Raw 10 bombs that people want to know.
Yeah,
But still go listen to it.
I was gonna say, way to spoil the fucking
Way
review,
to
bro.
spoil it. I liked it.
Way to spoil the review, Brad. Don't even have to make them watch it. You
I liked
already
it.
know what the score was. Oh my god. Well, Brad will do Brad. Um, but
Never change.
never changes. Never changes. But yeah, I'm glad that we're gonna do this, Brad. But I'm not gonna tell you my score. You should definitely go watch it to listen to it, so that way you can find out my score. Um,
It's 11 out of 10.
yeah,
We don't
definitely
do that,
not.
though.
No, not 11 out of 10. Which, wait, hold on. The way I just said that makes it seem like I gave it a really low score, which is not true. Yeah, but but no, it's
I
not even.
hated that movie.
I don't look, Brad. I'm not fucking what's his name, Dave Meltzer over here, Brad. I don't give 6 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, what the
I,
hell is that?
so
You
I'm
can't do
never,
that.
yeah. So I'm not giving something what's it called 11 out of 10. That's
Yeah.
not how we work here.
No, that's a movie trope that we don't use.
Yeah. So you can keep playing with that, but I don't play with that.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, man. This week this is episode 4 of The Idol, and I think Brad, let's just go into it because
Yeah.
we've had a
So why
long
we can get out of here.
we can get out of here. We've had a long night now. So if you have not watched this week's episode of The Idol, or last week's, I'm sorry, you should go ahead and get out of here if you care about spoilers. But if you don't care about spoilers, you should probably stay here. Either way, how it goes is your one and only spoiler warning, and it is in effect in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Brad. I just remember, Brad. Actually, we're gonna have to what's it called? Do Idol on Monday because Sunday is actually gonna be our Secret Invasion review because
Ah.
Friday is Rachel's birthday and I'm gonna be celebrating with them.
Ah.
Oh
There you
wait, no, hold on. What am I saying, bro? Money in the Bank is in the morning. So
That's Money in the Bank in the morning. Saudi Arabia again?
no, the London.
Oh, no, there you go.
So we're good to do the review on that night for
I
fucking.
won't be home Saturday, so
God damn it. Okay, Sunday is Secret Invasion. Monday is the Idol again. Wow. All right, Brad. Let's go ahead and open this up. Let me go ahead and read from IMDb the synopsis for episode 4. Stars belong to the world. While fighting for the upper hand in her relationship with Tedros, Jocelyn becomes determined to introduce her new persona to the world. Later, Jocelyn's team discusses her increasing involvement with Tedros and his inner circle.
dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. That's right. Head bitch in charge is back in town, baby. D came back in the scene.
She's my favorite.
I love D. I love
I just liked seeing her sitting there just with Chloe for 10 minutes. At first, I thought Chloe was just a distraction, so D wouldn't go into that whole section. But that's not what it turned out. D was sitting there with her.
Yeah. We got two new cast additions on this one. We got, of course, Carl Glusman playing Rob, who is the ex-boyfriend of Jocelyn,
We got
and then
Mike Dean
Mike Dean,
on the track.
Mike Dean on the track, which caught me off guard, especially the way that he enters the scene.
How does it catch you off guard? They like Tedros is literally says, I'm getting Mike Dean. I'm
Well,
getting Mike
just the way
Dean.
he enters with the with the like
Oh yeah.
smoking, looking like Vape Nation over here, bro.
Like I mean, like is that a self driving car where you can just smoke weed the whole like I don't know.
But Brad, what are your initial thoughts on episode 4 of The Idol?
Much a much better episode than all the previous combined. Uh, it it, it came together finally. So that's what like it
Exactly.
came together and it was a cohesive episode from start to finish. It felt like the same show from start to finish. It didn't feel like two separate shows. So they finally figured it out, and that's what we've been waiting for. They kind of almost figured it out on the second episode, not quite, and then the third episode they dropped the ball again. But this one far more cohesive, and you know, I I don't want to say like it's a little out there for sure, a little but it's not as bad as the previous episodes. Like the previous episodes, I think went for that shock value. And this one wasn't as shocking, but maybe that's because I've been desensitized after 4 episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I can say that I thought this episode was good. I really liked this episode. I think that this show finally found its foot
Right before the last episode.
right for the last episode. My only gripe here, Brad. So there, it was planned. This is planned to be 6 episodes, and now we have 5. I'm gonna guess that the show was re-edited down for these last
Mhm.
episodes, so that way the 6th episode wasn't needed. And
Yeah,
because of that, a little bit of the pace in this show with the editing feels really rushed.
yeah, really quick. It does,
Yeah.
especially towards that end with
Mm-hmm.
the boyfriend and all that. Yeah, or the
I
ex.
feel like that was supposed to be a little bit more time with that.
Yeah,
And
I
we
mean,
got like,
I feel like it would have been more with the ex and Tedros, and you would have built that tension a little bit more than you did. That's what I feel
yeah.
like.
Which like, look, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes and I don't know what the hell is going on, but I think that don't mess with your product. You have a 6 episode show. It is shot, edited, written for a 6 episode show. Leave it as a 6 episode show
But
instead of messing with your goddamn product. It's just it messed up with the way that this episode plays. Even though it's good, Brad, it's
it's
good
good.
episode.
Yeah,
The
but
editing just
it's not
feels
as good as it
really
could have
odd.
been probably.
Yeah,
Um, but also, honestly, I don't think the series gets renewed.
no, no,
If they took an episode away and they only had 6 episodes to begin with, I don't see this show getting renewed.
no, no. Y'all bitched enough on Twitter. It worked. Um,
The weekend
Yeah,
can't act. That was not the problem with this show at all.
wasn't the fucking problem with the show. The
No.
product was the
The,
goddamn editing and writing sometimes.
the direction that they didn't know what they wanted to make this show. They didn't know if they wanted Entourage or Euphoria, and they got neither.
Yeah. But I'll say this. I think this was a really interesting episode and where we're going here. Jocelyn, you can tell that Jocelyn's kind of slipping in now here, like where she kind of wants to do her own thing, but she's also like really controlled by Tedros at this point.
But towards the end, it's like she's trying to break away from Tedros. It's like you don't treat my friend like that, and then she calls her ex over, and she basically locks Tedros out.
Yeah.
So it's like she's figuring out shit, but at the same time, Tedros is also pulling some strings in order to pull her back.
Yeah. Like so the stuff with Xander, which
Yeah,
which was like really rough to see that. I was like, okay. But like that's where that's where I think the editing had a lot of issues because we have a scene where like Isaac is caressing and washing Xander, and then the next one, Xander's completely obedient of Tedros.
Yeah.
So
So
like
there's a lot in between.
I feel like that was supposed to be like an arc for episode 5,
Hmm.
leading into the finale for 6, and instead it feels like really wonky. But yeah, like there's so I of course Destiny just completely stealing the show in this one, this
Yeah,
episode.
just I mean, just her phone calls are hilarious, and so like this is the house is just fucking kinky, bro. And then at the
Yeah,
beginning, I think we need to kill this guy, and it's just
let
like,
me kill this motherfucker.
oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my god. It's just it was yeah, it was nuts,
But
man.
that the I think my favorite part had to be when she's just sitting there with Chloe,
I love
and
that.
she's having a heart to heart with Chloe, who
Yeah.
apparently is just a 17-year-old.
Yeah, which by the way, at the end with the ex-boyfriend, I think that girl's also 17 and they're going to probably what's it called, put those pictures up and be like, "Hey, look at this guy. He's
Yeah,
posing
and
with a
ruin his
minor."
career.
You have ruined his career just because what's it called because what's it called because Jocelyn wanted to make Tedros
Tedros
jealous.
angry. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, I love the stuff with Destiny, and it looks like Heim is like getting put in a real position as well, and we finally brought back the Rolling Stone. No, sorry, the Variety lady. She's still talking to her,
yeah.
and it
And then
seems that
also what the hell's
oh
her name?
Diane,
Diane. Yes, thank you.
yes, which oh my god, what a bunch of slimy bastards, bro! Like I knew it. I was like they're
Hmm.
gonna take that song away from her,
Yeah.
and you can tell that Jocelyn's not happy about that.
No.
No, she's not.
She knows she's being used or played
Yeah.
at that point. I think.
Yeah, because it's like that's like my song. Like I really made a whole fucking remix to it.
Yeah.
Like I'm the whole reason that I'm making this new sound is because I remixed World Class Center, and now they're giving it to Diane, and they're like, oh, like you're gonna have all this liberty and stuff. It's like not really. Like you're seeing what they did to Jocelyn. Like
Yeah. Fuck the music industry. But I do like Destiny with Chloe, and she's basically saying keep your sound, don't let them change you,
yeah,
and because it's a harsh fucking world out there.
yeah, and everybody
Say a
was just like,
crocodile.
yeah, be a crocodile, right? And you can tell that it got to Chloe because that scene with Xander, like you can tell that Chloe really wants to like speak up, but she's still
Yeah,
like under the control
hesitant.
of Tedros.
But damn, she got a voice.
Dude, Shazam's son is a great, incredible, bro. She has a beautiful voice. Not like she like I'm telling you, Brad. You gotta watch Red Rocket. She has a beautiful voice, and she plays the keys so well too, and she's just an incredible talent, man. Like I feel
Yeah.
like she needs more work. She's great, but yeah, man. And oh my god, the whole thing with them they're making Jocelyn like do the Instagram live thing, like detailing all the
Oh
abuse.
yeah, and to get views and
Yeah,
sell tickets, and not only that, they fucking dude made Jocelyn. He was fingering her in front of everybody
yeah,
just to get a yeah. And
yeah,
then Mike Dean's in the back like, I don't fucking what is this?
yep. Like he's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Like
High as shit, man.
Mike Dean on the track. But I mean, and so look, I mean, this episode is, I don't know. I think the show got tamer. I think the show got tamer. Like,
Well, yeah, compared to the previous, it got tamer, but also it's more cohesive in this episode.
yeah, it's a lot cohesive. But it's just the writing. Like Sam Levinson's writing is so like unbalanced, bro. It's like
Yeah,
it's hard to tell when it's gonna get good and when it's gonna get bad, man.
it
Because
stayed mostly all right throughout this whole episode. So,
yeah, I think it comes down to the editing was a major problem in this episode.
do you think? I mean, do you think it was Sam Levinson who edited this, or do you think it was the studio who just like
No,
we got to cut this shit?
studio would probably cut this shit. Like we're getting rid of season six. Season six. I'm sorry, episode six. Use stuff from episode six that you want to put in episode five, but we are cutting this down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that always creates issues.
yeah. Which also makes me wonder, like, if maybe the stuff that came up in the Rolling Stone article was true or not. I don't know,
Yeah.
but who knows? I mean, we're like I said, we're not here to discuss any of that. We're here to discuss the show and what is going on in the show and whether the show is good or not. And yeah, I feel like
But I don't see a second season of this.
no, for sure there's not. And like I don't I I did think that like weekend drunk weekend or whatever he was supposed to be was like really like what's it called it was really funny to see him like that, but I think the parts that were making me laugh the most was when he was telling Leia to shut the fuck up.
Go to the bathroom, Leia. We'll wait 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, he's like shut the fuck up, like, but also just
He's so mean to Leia.
yeah,
Everyone's mean to Leia.
yeah. And then when he sprays her with the tequila, what's it called, the water
Yeah,
gun? Like, oh my god.
then that was it.
But I know that I'm missing some stuff here. There's and you can tell that Destiny kind of getting under Tedros' skin too, with like
Hmm.
all the notes that she has over the songs. And it's like,
Yeah, where she's like, it's not gritty enough, and
yeah,
she's not wrong. Like
it's not
everything
wrong.
she's saying is constructive criticism for these songs that are not quite there.
It's what happens when you work with a manager. Like Tedros is convinced that like what I'm making is really good,
Yeah,
so there shouldn't be any notes from you about what I'm doing. So
yeah.
like,
But she's been around it, and she's like, you can make it better.
yeah,
And Tedros is just not into that because he doesn't want to be told what to do.
yeah,
Although I do like when Destiny said, "I'm just gonna watch him. I don't know if I can't really manage him, so I'm just gonna watch and see what the fuck he does."
yeah, yeah. Well, it's true. Like you can't really do it. You can't change him.
No,
Yeah, and like his whole like oh my god, just pure like manipulation at its finest. Like saying like, oh, he had like a really bad ex girlfriend, and like he pushed him, and like he self defense. What's it
self
called?
defense. He hit her, but it was self defense, and yada yada
Like you just
yada.
got the 411 on this dude, bro.
Yeah, like
He's
this dude
telling
is
you
a
a
piece of shit.
he's giving you like a really like loose version of what happened.
Yeah, yeah, very vague
Yeah,
remnants of what happened there.
my god. But yeah, I like this episode. I think it does it better than the what's it called than the last couple of episodes. Maybe not better than episode 2, but
Yeah,
I think that it works well with what it's doing. I just wish that this was, still two more episodes left because I think that that would have been better for this series.
when it felt as rushed, and I'm not even gonna bring up the other series last season that we felt was rushed due to studio involvement. So
Hmm. Yeah.
we
But
all know HBO. We all know.
yeah, we all know. But Brad, what's your final verdict on this episode of this of the Vital?
I kind of agree. I think episode 2 is still better, just overall. I think this one, even though this one is a bit more cohesive, is like at least it's on the same wavelength throughout the whole series or throughout the whole episode. But I still don't think it's as good as 2, so I'm gonna give it a 7.5 because I think I gave it 8.5 to episode 2.
Yeah, I think I gave episode 2 a 7.5.
Yeah,
So I'm giving episode 4 a 6.5.
yeah,
I think I'll give it a six. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 7. I think it's fine.
yeah.
It's good. Um, but I don't
It's
know,
better
man.
than
Like
episode
I
1
haven't,
and 3. That's for sure.
I haven't been wowed. I haven't been wowed, Brad. Like
No, no, you're right. I think they did tame it down a bit from
yeah, which is
previous.
like have some fucking confidence. Like, stop listening to the outside noise. Put your product out that you fucking made and that you put so much money into. Just put it out there. Like, who cares? The
I don't think
damage.
the studio knew what was being made until it showed up and they just sent it out there. And now they're taking comments from everyone, which is not what you should do. Because I mean, if you wanted Entourage 2.0 from a woman's perspective, then you should have got the same fucking dude who made Entourage.
Yeah. But also, like, I was seeing that apparently, like, there was hold on. What's the association that just called them out? Um, oh my god, I gotta scroll down here. The
Scrolling,
Parents
scrolling,
Television and
scrolling.
Media Council has called on HBO to cancel The Idol due to its depiction of torture porn and sexual abuse.
I mean, I granted we've watched
Way
things that
worse.
have gone way beyond this.
Way,
Like
way,
like
way.
this isn't. I don't consider this torture porn. It's kink. That's kink.
Yeah. It's utterly whelming, the Nerdcore podcast.
That's
Yeah.
about right. It's
Yeah.
whelming.
It's whelming.
It's
But
Midland.
like I was just saying, it's just like stop, like just stop. Like it's be just release your product. It's already out. You paid money to make this. Just release it. Who cares, bro?
Yeah,
Like people were gonna talk about this show regardless because people hate Sam Levinson.
yeah,
Like episode,
or Abel in this
yeah,
also.
season 3 of the Euphoria is gonna come out, and I'm 100% it's gonna go back to the same thing. What are you gonna do? Cancel Euphoria? Edit it
No,
down? Just
and let's be real here. That last season of Euphoria. Ooh, my
yeah,
God, there were some great freaking episodes.
yeah. But yeah, man, I'm kind of sad now that well, not sad. I'm just kind of like irritated that we're getting just another episode,
Yeah,
like
where we had
one
6 and now
more.
they've cut it down to 5, and so it's the studio doing bullshit, which water down their product
Yeah.
basically.
Now, of course, we're gonna have gripes with the next episode because it's gonna be an edit, like rushed edit, and it's gonna be what's it called different. And it says like, oh, the original vision of this show and what was made is not gonna come out. So obviously, it's gonna be like, oh, this kind of sucks. So you
Yeah,
know,
they're going to end it because like I said, I don't think they're getting a second season. So they're going to end it in some stupid fashion where she
well,
goes out on tour and on whatever.
who knows? Well, that concludes our review of the Idol. My alarm is in the back. Can you hear it, Brad?
Yeah, your alarm is telling us we need to hurry up and get this show on the road. But like Stacy said, the series has been utterly whelming. It failed to find its footing, at least for episodes 1 and 3. Episode 2 was pretty good. Episode 4, meh, it's not as bad as 1 and 3, but for the most part, the series hasn't known what it wants to be. I don't think the studio knew what they wanted to make. Um, I think Sam Levinson had an idea what he wanted to make, but didn't follow through
Yeah.
with it because half of it, the time you think it's Entourage 2.0 or Entourage Light, and the other
Yeah.
half is like Euphoria. So they don't know what the fuck they want to make.
And I'll say this: we're off spoilers, but I'll just say this: I don't think the Weeknd's terrible at acting. I think that he
No,
just has more roles to take, and I think you get better. So all the people who are out there saying like, "Oh, the Weeknd just needs to go back to music," just don't do acting. Like, no, I don't think he's terrible. I
no,
think he's fine. Like,
I haven't really had a problem. I mean, the I think people are having a problem because The Weeknd is playing the creepiest dude right now on television, and they don't like seeing their music idol playing the creepiest person on television, and that's just who the character is. And if you're fucking creeped out by it, so are we. And that's what he was fucking doing. He's playing the character.
go on over, watch the Righteous Gemstones. Wouldn't think you'd see as many arts,
Marital,
martial
marital aids.
marital aids in the first 3 episodes about a Christian family. My God. Well, that concludes our review, y'all. We'll catch you all next week. So Sunday we'll be doing our review of Secret Invasion, and then Monday we'll be doing our season finale review of The Idol, which might as well just be the series finale. We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go down, but all I know is that this was obviously edited down. It was they messed with this. It didn't feel like the episode that it didn't feel anything like the last episodes, like edited
No.
wise.
No. I mean like the last this seemed watered down from the previous episodes. I mean the previous episodes weren't good, but they did take things farther and show more, which
Yeah.
for the everyone who's saying, "Oh, that's torture porn," I don't. I wouldn't categorize as torture porn. I think it's kink, and I just think people who tuned into this being like, "Oh, it's the weekend." They're not used to seeing that.
Yeah. Well, with that said, we're out of here. Thank you all so much for supporting these reviews. By the way, I've seen the views, so it's obvious that you all want to hear our thoughts, even
So
though you
appreciate that.
maybe you're coming here expecting us to shit on this and think that it's terrible, but we're not going to give you just a completely biased review of this. We said it from the beginning. We are going to give you a completely unbiased review of what we think about the show.
Do
And
I mean, if they want to know, do I think episodes 1 and 3 are terrible? They're close. They're not good,
I've I've
but it's
seen
got
worse.
highlights throughout.
When people say the worst show ever, I'm like,
No,
I've seen way
what I've
worse,
seen. I
way
mean,
worse.
do we want to go back to the Star Wars Christmas special?
Yeah.
Do we want to pull that one out?
Well, we're done here, Brad. Let's go ahead and get him out of here.
All right, Ro. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to Stacy for joining us in chat today. Thank you to all our listeners, all our Patreon supporters, and anybody who follows us recently, subscribes, turns on those announcements or whatever the fuck it's called. Notifications. Thank you. We appreciate that. Appreciate you all for taking a listen. And to end this episode, I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Young Yoda out.
Badumps.